At first, when I saw the cases and deaths of coronavirus rise, I started to feel a lot of pressure and motivation. Example, one day, I was working out in the morning. And when I came back to look at the numbers of cases, it was much worse. It was really at its worst. And this is something that put an extreme amount of pressure on me. And it made me extremely productive. And I was constantly typing stuff, on my keyboard. I couldn't stop. So even for hours, I continued to type without ever taking a shower. So I was smelling like shit, but it didn't matter. You see, the pressure was high enough that I didn't care. I was still producing a lot. I continued to type on my keyboard to extract those thoughts. And then, after just a matter of days, I lost it. Like always. Even at that moment, the virus couldn't do it. But think about it. If this happened once, this could happen again. And in fact, I think that it will. I think that this power is going to come back soon. I need the power of COVID. Do you? I think that you do. I think that you just don't get it. Most of you guys are not using the power of COVID-19 right now. You're not doing anything. For all those months, I bet that you didn't do much. When you had an incredible opportunity to use COVID-19 for motivation. Viruses have something extremely important to teach us. How to not give a shit about what people think about us. Just think about it. Viruses have no pity. They are emotionless. They just try to hijack their hosts. That's freaking inspiring. Just think about it. You didn't realize it. But this is a matter of perspective. When you see it that way, this thing that has been going on for all those months can be used to your benefit. And listen to me carefully. We are currently living one of the most legendary era in history. You should be grateful to be alive. But you don't get that, right? You think that this era is shitty? I think that it's incredible. You are just not paying attention. I also think that it's going to get even better. I am not worried about that. And for you kids out there that followed those months, they were so happy that school was closing. You remind me of me when I was younger. But I wouldn't have been happy today. I would have been extremely disappointed because you're wasting your time. You may be jeoparding your future right now. What the hell are you doing? I bet that a lot of you guys haven't done much for the last couple of months. You probably binged Netflix, right? Let me tell you something. Fuck Netflix. You should work your ass off. No excuses. It's not an excuse. Quarantine wasn't and still isn't a good excuse to not work. This is an extremely important moment in history, and a lot of you fucked up miserably. You wasted such an incredible amount of time, you just didn't get it. You see, some of you, in fact, most of you, could have and can still benefit greatly from the shit that is going on right now. So you better stop wasting your time, because when you stop working, you start losing the sense of progress. And trust me, you don't want to lose that. Another thing that I have to say is that by respect for people that have lost or will lose their lives, you should keep going for your dreams. Don't wait. Don't take the risk of waiting. Who knows what could happen? Just go for it. You never know. Some people like me, and this is something that I realized at some point, that I do have conditions, underlying conditions that could raise probabilities of getting a serious version of the disease. Who knows? I could die from it, and at first I didn't realize that. Maybe I was just too confident. And some of you are too. But you shouldn't take that risk. Be desperate. You never know. And I said, and I will say it again, that COVID-19 can be a blessing for a lot of people. But are you using it? I don't think so. I think that it's time to do it. I think that it's time to realize how important this can be to motivate us. Start looking in a completely different perspective what is going on right now. And this is when you're going to start to feel the power of COVID Trust me, this is going to help you a lot to be motivated to not take the risk and work your ass off every single day. And I want you to tell something. I need this virus. And I feel that the power of COVID-19 has come back for me. It came back lately. And I'm hoping to not lose it. And I can already tell you that I am extremely confident to say that COVID-19 is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. And if I believed in God, I'd say, God bless COVID-19. Use that shit. Use that shit. Use that shit. Use that shit. Use that shit.